Hey everyone, thank you for joining us again for another Ren reaction. The Renegades. Thank you for being here, wherever you hail from. This particular song, Ryan, is got an interesting little background. It says, and I'm not sure where this came from. I think maybe you can speak to this.
Yeah, this tribute or this write-up came from, I think it's from Ren from his YouTube channel. Like this is.
Oh, it's from his YouTube channel. Yeah. Okay. He says, this is a tribute for one of my best friends, Callum Mackay. Oh. For a long time, I wanted to write him a song, but every time I sat down, I couldn't think of the right words, which left me feeling frustrated. Callum, oh my gosh. Callum died very shortly after Joe, another very dear friend. Trying to process both created a bit of a block, and to be honest, ever since, I haven't really been able to fully grieve whenever I lose someone close to me. One day, while sitting at the piano, I was playing around with melodies and this came out. Sometimes I don't have words to explain or express the thing that wants to be expressed. In those moments, I'm so grateful for music. This is for you, Callum Mackay. That's okay. First of all, did we know about Joe?
I'm not. No, we're new to the Ren world, so I don't know what the relationship is to Joe. So I guess he's lost a couple friends in recent time. Boy, that's terrible. What a terrible journey to go through for anybody. So
I can't imagine, like, yeah. Well, yeah. Yeah, what would that do? I don't want to, like, do too much of a thought experiment. Right. What would happen if, like, you or I passed away just suddenly? Like,
well, I would celebrate and get a new partner for my channel. What about you? Oh, I mean, I would cry. No. Yeah, Nathan, I don't know. It's obviously... Yeah, I don't know.
Do you, this is what I'm getting at. Do you think you would have it in you to be creative and to like come up with something as a tribute? I think that would take every part of you to to go there.
I'm not that person, but I would like to, but I don't know if I could. I don't know what it would be.
Yeah. It'd be very hard, but I think most creative people understand that that's the source of all great creativity is deep emotion and deep, feelings that influence your creative spark. And staying away from it obviously doesn't help to process it. So I guess with Ren, I always think this guy surprises me over and over again. Incredibly talented, incredibly creative, but very real. Yeah. So I guess it doesn't surprise me that he was so real, but it also kind of makes me just admire him even more.
Well, let's see if this song's any good. But
all right. Yeah. This looks like the Badlands in Alberta.
He has been to Canada recently.
I don't know. Oh wow. 2011.
I guess he lost some friends early in his life.
Huh? I didn't. A lot of stuff here. I didn't realize, like, he's classically trained. There's no way that, like, to be able to play like that, you've been trained, to play obviously a lot more than just that.
Well, you should ask the question. You should ask the question. So if we assume we might be onslaught with a bunch of comments, no, he's self-taught.
Sure.
So maybe just ask the question: is he classically trained, or is he self-taught?
Yeah.
So
yeah. And I mean, there's a whole
right
ball of whatever when you start asking that question, to what extent and blah 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 blah. But it just feels like to have that skill to be able to just come up with that, like in the write up here, he said, one day sitting at the piano, this came out. It's like, okay, well, that doesn't just come out of nowhere. You have to have a little bit of background in musical theory, or at least something of how things sound, because that sounded almost like a Debussy or something, like from that time period. Do you know Debussy at all? Claire de Lune, very famous piano song. Not that it sounded like that, but it sounded kind of in that vein, like 100 years ago. This could have come out 100 years ago, and you wouldn't have really blinked too much.
I thought the same thing. It's yep. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And then the next thing, I was like, where is this filmed? This looks like it's filmed in Alberta, because that background looked very much like the Badlands, which is central Alberta.
In Canada. Like, he's been to Canada, or he was in Canada recently. I don't know if it was Eastern Canada or Western Canada, but I swear I heard he's getting some sort of maybe help or something here. I don't know if I read that in the comments correctly, but maybe it could have been Canada. It could have been.
Yeah. Because it looked very much like those areas of central Alberta, Canada. So, I'm blown away. Sorry, by this. I excuse me for my coughing here. That just came out of nowhere for me. We've seen him rap. We've seen him do like pop music. He does a little bit of funk. He's got just he's multi-talented, but I did not see classically trained pianist as one of the things on his abilities. So I'm a little bit speechless here.
Well, I think very well said. You took a few of my comments, which is fine. Just reiterate, I agree that it's timeless. Had he performed the same piece in some Victorian hall in Europe or whatever in 1730 or 1820 or whatever, nobody would be like, "Oh, what is this devilish?" It would have fit. People would have, what a beautiful composition. So this is a sign of a timeless classic. This could have been composed by the greats back in the day, whenever this was, or whatever that could have been. So that's a great compliment, in my opinion. It's a great compliment that this is up there with the greats. I guess I'm not surprised he plays keyboards or piano. He did an amazing job. I'm sensing that was a live performance, but it plugged into his. I saw the computer there, so of course the soundboards and the computer, him recording the sound. I always wonder, is that the third or fourth take? Because if you miss a key, like donk, you're like, I gotta go again. So, but I'm always impressed by, does he have that composition memorized? Like, that's weird. It's weird to me because I don't know how you do it. I don't know how people who do music know how to just go onto the keys and go, I'm playing, I'm doing the notes, and like, if you sat down right now, could you do the same thing over again? To me, that I don't get it. I don't get how you memorize where to go next. Because I guess you have to hear the song in your head. It's a weird translation where the song is in your head and you're translating it to the hands, to the keys. It's amazing to me. I don't have that DNA. So when people who have the DNA might be like, oh, it's just like a second speech for me. But when you don't have that in your DNA to do that, I don't know how I don't know how it's done. So I'm amazed by it. And I'm impressed by it because I don't have that ability. Yeah, but it's a beautiful composition. I didn't realize there was no singing. Of course, about a minute into it became kind of obvious that he wasn't going to sing. It was just a piano piece. Beautiful composition, and it's something that he has the talent, obviously, but I would be very curious to see him score a film.
Yeah.
That's one of the things I got from this, is that his musical composition for like an epic sweeping type film would be very interesting, like a Braveheart or a Gladiator, or something big and sweeping. I think he would be very good given the full, hey, you know what, score this film. It'd be kind of cool to see what he could bring to the emotion that he could bring to a film to add to a score, because as you know, music is the emotion. You don't need to have lyrics. I was picturing the personality of his friend a little bit in the music, and there's like a playful kind of sped up moment. There's a soulful moments, and beautiful composition. And, I mean, fantastic. I will say one last thing, Nathan. We got a little bit of flack on our last Ren video, so.
Oh no.
Yeah, it's okay. People weren't happy that we weren't crazy about about the artist that he duetted with. So. But most people were pretty, hey, we like you guys. We appreciate your honest opinions. And I agree, because, not that I agree that we're doing it the right way, but we are always honest. So when we say something like this, i.e. we love this performance of the song, we're not just saying it to make the fans happy. And I think that's important. I think people, reactors, are always afraid to say, I guarantee you guys, and no offense to you Renegades and other reaction fans.
Yeah.
Reactors, I'm going to give you a trade secret here. Reactors lie to you on their channel because they don't want you to stop listening to their channel. So they would rather lie to you about how they feel because they don't want you to not come back. And Nathan and I won't do that. If there's something that we don't quite enjoy, we'll say, hey, we didn't quite enjoy that. Because when we do enjoy something like this, then it means something. But I don't know. For some reason, one person actually said that our opinion sucks, which I don't understand what that means, because so does our opinion right now, because right now us liking this song right now is only an opinion. It's only an opinion. Somebody else could listen to this composition and say it's amateurish, and that would be their experience and opinion. But their opinion doesn't suck because we don't agree with it. It's just that's their journey. It's weird how your experience can be labeled as sucking. It's a weird concept. Anyways, so
no, I agree. I 100% agree. It's funny because right after that last one that we just the last Ren video that we did, I saw on our YouTube channel another reactor's reaction to it, and of course it had hundreds of thousands of views. I don't want to say who it is because
I think I know. Yeah, go on. But yeah.
And I just feel like, what? Like, I guarantee they just paid it lip service and went into, and maybe, sorry, I shouldn't say that. I shouldn't guarantee that. Maybe they actually legitimately really liked it. I just feel like we don't do that. We don't flower over stuff that we don't actually believe that's true about it.
Main reason is, the main reason, I'm lazy. I'm too lazy not to tell my truth. I'm not able to make up stories. I'm not that creative. So this is what it made me feel. I thought that's what reaction channels were supposed to be, but they're so vanilla now, where if you say anything that's against what you're listening to, then you're an idiot. No matter the music you're listening to. It's weird. I guess everybody likes everything. I guess it's the world we live in. Everybody likes everything. If you don't like something, you're an idiot. All right, Nathan, I love everything. Next reaction, I love it too. Next reaction, love that too. Anyways, sorry for the little rant. We appreciate it. Well, it's not a rant. We just, with the Renegade fans, have been 90% good. I know people are going to say, don't worry about the other comments. We don't worry about it. I don't want to say we worry about it or it hurts us. I'm fascinated actually by it. I'm always fascinated by the human experience. But anyways, thanks everyone. Thanks for joining us. We do appreciate it.
Thanks everyone. We'll see you on the next one.